Right folks, I've arrived at my peg. There's not many pegs left. We've got here a bit. It's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon now, so all the good pegs are taken. I think there's a few guys barbel fishing. So I found this peg. There's one next to it, but I may have to fish and all if there's nothing here. I'm going to fish on the end of this bush, and then just on the end of this bush here. I don't think I'll have to fish in the middle. It's moving through quite fast. So never know. Get one here. It's nice and still, this little bay. You'll have to land the fish down there. Right, got the first rod set up now. Got to set both rods up. I'm going to put new line on so you can see how deep it is off the edge of this bush. See if I can hold bottom. Not too deep. Can hold bottom plenty there, so I'll just see if it looks like a bit further out. See if we can get to like a drop off or something. It's still on the bottom there. Feel it banging about on the bottom, so it's dragging. I'll probably have to put a bigger weight on if on the other rod I'll fish near the bush with this one. I'm a bit deeper on this river where we fish. Right, so bait choice. I've got a smelt on. I'm going to put a roach on the other one when I get set up. I'll just see which one, if any, get their interest. Get that one in while I set the other rod up. It's holding bottom there, but I don't think I'll have to fish further out. I ain't got much choice of swims. I'm going to have to make do, I think. I'll just keep an eye on that while I set the other rod up. Right, I'll just go through my float setup, what I'm going to set up for today. Got one set up already. Now I'm using a Fox 50 gram float. It's probably a river float this. And what you do is thread the braid through it. I'm using 80 pound braid as always in case you get snagged. Basic setup this. This is what will catch 99% of the fish on. People say it's not the best one, but I think it is. So you just spread your line on. I've got a stop knot already on up there. That's for getting your depth. And what I'll do is I'll put, if you can see them, it's just a feeder bead really. I always put a weak one on me in case the lead gets snagged. I'll just break the bead. So you just thread that on. It runs up and down it, and the weight goes on that. Then I put a buffer bead on. Just the SP cap buffer bead that's just to stop the impact of the lead hitting the swivel. And then I use a Fox quick change link to put the trace on. You can swap your traces quite fast then. And just put a knot on, do whatever knot you want. What I always do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, thread it through. I've always used this knot, not even sure what it's called. Thread it through again. It's never failed. Just tighten it up then. You don't really have to wet it with braid. And that solid, that never failed them. So you got that on there and you put your trace on that. And basically set up and you just get your put your buffer bead on as well. That's just to stop the impacts, especially if you're using big leads. Trim that line off a bit. And just put the buffer bead over the swivel. That just stops when it's hitting it, the lead. Like I say, because I'm going to fish a bit further out of that, I'm going to use quite a big gripper one. Try to hold bottom a bit, try to get a bit further out. And I'll show you how you plumb up now. Basically you just clip this onto the feeder bait, feeder link should I say. Well, that's your lead what goes up and down. Basic fishing. And if you're just ledgering on the bottom, you just do it without the float on. Basics, it works. You see the stop knot there. That's miles over depth if I were fishing there. I'm not going to. We've probably got 5 foot on that, so I'll see how deep it is out there. Might be a bit deeper. See the float's disappeared. It's gone on the bottom now, it's going down river, so it's probably 2 foot under depth. It looks quite good there, so I might even just try there. Looks like a bit of a bend where all the pike will set. Do the ambushing. And what you do is a bit tricky with the GoPro. I'll just put 2 foot on. You can fish a bit over depth, maybe a foot on the river. You get better bite indication the closer it is, and still water and stuff. And that's probably about a foot over depth there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that like that. You can fish that a little bit further out if you want. Right, I'll get the trace on and the roach. Ready to go. The trace just goes onto there. That's a Fox Rage quick change link. Use them or Pike Pro one. Nice small roach, might pick a jack up and get me off the mark. Hook it in the tail the first up. Bit hard the roach, still frozen, solid. Defrost once it's in. You don't really want to get a bite straight away when they're frozen because you can't set the hook sometimes. You can't help it sometimes. So that's how you hook one. When you're fishing on the bottom, it's always got to be face down because the pike will come, pick it up whatever way, and then they turn them around, put them in the mouth. And when you strike, you're striking them with the point. So the hook, if it obviously if the other way around, just pull straight out its mouth. You don't always pick them up head first, but 99% of the time they do. So we'll fish off the edge of this tree. I reckon there's probably some sneaking about under there. I'll have to be on the ball that one. It's a bit close to the tree. If you get a big one on it, it'll go straight into the tree. You've just got to try to pull it out of the way. That's why I use big gear, 80-pound braid. Not only can you pull out snags, you can hold the fish back a bit. You do lose a few more if you do that, but you can't let it go in the bush. There's got to be a few sneaking about down there. There's another peg next to me, and there was someone in it a minute ago. I think he was just chucking a spinner about. So I have a couple of hours on it and then just move there. And then sometimes, you know, if they're just sat in one spot and not moving, you're not going to catch up if there's nothing in your swim. I found most of the time you get them in the first hour, 2 hours. Right, trap set. What I'm going to do when always, I'm going to land the fish down here. And if you can see there, there's otter prints, which isn't a good sign. We do fish a lot of rivers with otters in and don't seem to bother the pike as much. And it's definitely otter prints. It looks like a big one and all. So look out for that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to unhook the fish up here, the banking. No point even trying to unhook it down there or in the water. I'll just end up in. So we'll have to carry it up and hook it on this flat surface up there. Looked like I had a bit of a knock then. I don't know if I kicked it. I think I probably kicked the rod, but I'll keep an eye out. Right, I've decided to move swims now. There's just nothing happening here. I've been here nearly 2.5 hours. You know, they might come in later on, but I don't think there's anything here. Could be wrong. Right, in fact, walk right up to the top. A bit of a marina up there. And we put a small skin bob on. They're quite good baits these, but you normally get bigger fish on them, you don't get jacks. Quite tough fish. You see I was struggling getting it in the tail, it's still frozen. But they stop on well. Like roach are really good baits, but tend to fall off. I'm just going to put a sprinkling of oil on them. Not injecting them, just put it on them. Get a bit. You never know. Now there's quite a few skimmers and silver bream in this river. And I've caught quite well on them before. Let's see if it produces now. It's really deep here. It's looks really good. And sometimes when you pike fishing, the pike are here, they're just not feeding. And other times there's just nothing in this swim. We've got 2 hours left. I'm not moving swims again because I like this swim. We'll see if we can get a bite on the fish. I was getting a run. I saw a few little twitches on the smelt. I don't know if you can see it. It's twitching again now, so it's definitely a fish. It's only a small one by the looks of it. It could even be an eel or something. It's not like a normal bite. It's probably a microscopic one. Quite a big smelt. I've had it quite a while now, so it's running with it. It's only a small one. I think it's come off. Could have been an eel. Yeah, it's not even got a mark on it. It could have been a perch or something. We didn't feel it, so it might come back. I don't think it was a pike. It didn't even have a mark on it and it smelt pretty soft. It could have been a perch. Right, it don't look like it's going to happen. I'm going to pack up. I'll have another 5 minutes. I'll just twitch that one. I think the bite I had was probably a really small pike or an eel or something. You can see how deep it is. It's probably eels because they like deep water. I'm just going to try it in the edge actually before I go. Might have neglected the edge of it. Let's give it another 5 minutes. A bit over depth that, but it's quite calm, I'll see it. Believe it or not, I've just got a run on the one in the edge. I brought it really in. Maybe I've been just fishing too close out. Don't know if you can see, it's getting dark now. We're just about to pick the rods up, back up. It's probably a small one again. It's off out with it, so. I don't actually feel that bad. It's not a bad one. It's just chucked the bait. Be careful with it. I thought it might be a micro, but it's not. Might be a double. I'll have to try to keep it away from the other rod. Let it get entangled around that. No, I don't think it's a double, but not a bad fish. It might be £8-9. Well, it just shows, doesn't it, moving the baits about, putting there just not happy. It's going to might chuck the hooks, this thing. Oh, just about to pull the rod in and just like twitch. See if I can get it in the net before it chucks the hooks. Might be £10 or so. Oof, thin. Right, I'll have to get the unlooking mat now. Let's bring the other rod in. I think it's bigger than it looks, this one. And get the hooks out first. Might actually weigh it. Got a few leeches on it, so it's not been moving much. Only just hooked. Just in the scissors. Just hooked. Right. Try and get these hooks out of the net. It's a fair old chunk. You know, it's hard to judge the size, but I reckon it's probably about £13-14. I'm going to weigh it, so I'm not going to get it out. I've got no other camera with me, so nice fish being eaten well. I'll get the scales and weigh it. Right, that's about it from me now. Just brought the other rod in, the pack up, but it's got me on the hand a bit. Took me by surprise that it took it within a minute of putting it right in the edge. So it shows never give up. We're just about to bring the rod in and pack up, and I got it. I thought it was a small one at first, but about £14, give or take a few ounce. But I was surprised at there. Thought I was going to go home empty-handed. Smashed my hand, but nice fat fish. See you on the next one, and remember, never give up.